2-meter net. This is KL1ZA, Kilo Lima 1, Zulu Alpha. My name is Jim, Juliet India Mike, and I'm net control for tonight. So 2-meter net meets each Tuesday night at 9 p.m. or 2100 hours local on 14667 repeater. This net is affiliated with the Amateur Radio Emergency Service, the National Traffic System, and the Bristol Amateur Radio Club. All amateurs are welcome to check into the net, regardless of club membership or equipment. Are there any emergency or priority transmissions for this net? Are there any formal or informal traffic? Any announcements or bulletins for the net, such as hamfests or items for sale or trade? This time we'll take any mobile or portable or in and out stations who would like to check in at this time. Please call now.
WE4AWJ, Emmett in Bristol.
KT4SQ, Dale in Bristol.
Recognizes WE4AWJ Emmett and KT4SQ Dale, and the other station is mobile, portable, or in and out.
Kilowatt 4, Fox, Japan, Whiskey. Tom, please check me in and out. Good evening, Jim. KT40, Ben in Bristol. Check me in and out.
And that recognizes K4FJW, Tom, and KT4O, Ben, is in and out. Anyone else?
Control.
Ed?
Check in and out. November 4 Delta Tango Bravo. That's N4 DTB, David of Bluff City.
Recognizes N4 DTB. David is in and out. Any others?
Control, please check in. Kilo November 4, Oscar Uniform Yankee, Robert Kingsport, in and out.
And that recognizes Robert. KN4OUY is in and out. Thank you very much, Robert. Thank you for checking in. We'll go to the top of this bunch to Emmett, WE4AWJ. Emmett, do you have anything for this net?
KL1ZA and the net, everybody listening in. This is WE4AWJ. Good evening, everybody. Oh, not too much. Just been busy and hearing the wind blow outside. Sounds like it's going to be quite a windstorm outside. And that's pretty much it. Not much going on HF. The band has still been down pretty bad. Even up into the 80-meter band is pretty dead. So I hope it comes back fairly soon. Well, everybody have a good night, and 73, and take care. This is WE4AWJ, back to net control.
WE4AWJ, KL1ZA. Emmett, thanks a lot for checking into the net tonight, and I'm hearing the wind here in Southside downtown Bristol, Tennessee, so it's coming. Thanks for checking in, and have a good night. Dale, KT4SQ. Dale, do you have anything for tonight's net?
Good morning and good evening. Jim, not much from here. Just
Welcome to the weather, and gonna be cool for a few days, but it's winter, so anyhow, thank you very much for giving the net tonight. So, KL1ZA, this is KT4SQ. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you for checking in tonight. Appreciate it. Have a good night and stay out of the wind. This is KL1ZA. The following stations, K4FJW, KT4O, N4DTB, and KN4OUY, were all in and out. Is there anyone else, mobile or portable, wishing to check in or in and out? Time we'll begin taking regular check-ins regardless of operating unit. Please call now.
WD4JJ, Jim in Bristol.
N4NT, Adam in Bristol.
KD4CCO, Dallas, Bristol.
N4KZS, Gary, Piney Flats.
N4XRD, Ralph in Chilhowie.
Recognizes WD4JJ, Jim, N4NT, Adam, KD4CCO, Dallas, N4KZS, Gary, and N4XRD, Ralph in Chilhowie. Anyone else wishing to check in at this moment?
Net Control, please check in Whiskey X-ray number 4 X-ray. That's WX4XW, Jameson in Boring.
Recognizes WX4XW, Jason in Boring, Tennessee, across from the airport. Thanks a lot for checking in tonight. We're going to go to the top of this list here and take any comments. We'll start with WD4JJ. Jim, do you have any comments for tonight?
Well, good evening, Jim. KL1ZA, WD4JJ. Well, good evening to all the groups there tonight. Getting ready for wintertime, I guess, is a big thing here. I tell you, after this 60-some degrees here in 3 days in a row, it's going to be a hard one for the next few days. There's no doubt about that. No, other than just fiddling around, you know, there's not a whole lot I can do in this kind of weather. Just playing around, like Emmett said, the band's just sort of on the downside. I tried to work some of that Riddy contest on the weekend, but it was even hard doing that. I guess my big thing today, I had a Riddy contact with a fellow down in Texas. We exchanged a few transmissions there, but other than that, that's just been about it, just piddling around. Like I said, getting ready for the cold weather, and it's going to be hard to get used to after all this warm weather. The only thing I can say, turn up the far and put on the heavy coats and hang in there. WD4JJ, back to net.
WD4JJ, KL1ZA. Jim, thanks a lot for checking into the net tonight. You stay healthy and stay out of this nasty weather. I appreciate you taking the time to check in tonight. Thanks again. I'll say 7-3 for now, KL1ZA. Adam, N4NT, do you have anything for tonight's net?
Yeah, good evening, everybody on the net. Just rolled in from city council meeting. Still got all my work clothes on and all that good stuff, but yeah, just I was playing around with the net logger session. I couldn't get into the one that you taking any password you tried, so I just, for practice sake, opened one up and tried to play catch up on it and tinker around with it, because I too have not had a great deal of experience with it as far as the net control side. I've operated net or checked into nets with it, but anyway, just wanted to, for those that haven't heard already, got a lot of favorable responses about conducting an HF net periodically, no set schedule, that kind of thing. So I've set one up for this Friday at 8 p.m. our time. And what I will do is, we just whoever net control is, you can kind of run it however you want to and what have you. So it'll be on 10 meters, frequency of 28.474, provided that's not in use, which is highly unlikely. That it would be. I will start about 20 to 30 minutes early. I'll open up a net logger session and build a pre-list of anybody that's there ahead of time, and we can put you on the list. We can chit-chat ahead of time, that kind of thing. And once we officially start the net, we'll work down the list just like we do on this one. You can make comments, or if you want to work a station that is checked into the net for a contact, maybe exchange a QSL card or a LOTW contact or whatever purpose, it'll be open for that. And once we go through the list, we'll go back to the top and give everybody an opportunity again. That way, if you want to work more than one station that's checked in, and just let us know if you're leaving the net. That way, if somebody wants to work you, we'll give them the opportunity, and we can show you a checked out status on the net logger when that happens. Just kind of run it like some of the HF nets I've checked into. I've just borrowed some ideas from here and there. But anyway, I hope everybody that has HF capabilities can join us. It will definitely be a local net with the way 10 meters is right now, but that's kind of what I intended by doing it that way, just to keep us away from some of the crowds that hang out on 40 and 80 and that kind of thing. Plus, it may be difficult for us to hear each other on those bands anyway. But I'll go ahead and turn it back over to net control. You all have a good night. 7-3. It's N4NT.
N4NT, KL1ZA. Adam, thanks a lot for everything you do, and you have a good night, and stay safe, and give those kids a hug for me. And I'll say 7-3 for now. This is KL1ZA. Dallas, KD4CCO, do you have anything for tonight's net?
Well, good evening, Jim, and everybody on the net. Everybody's sounding really good tonight, which is good for the people listening in. I'm showing 55 degrees here in Bristol, and I thought it was supposed to get a lot cooler than that. And I guess it will by morning. But I was expecting it, according to the weatherman, it's supposed to have dropped off sooner than that, earlier, so I guess that's the way it goes. Not much going on over here. We've been fooling around with the upgrade on one of our radios. I got a Yaesu FT2DR, and they came out with Yaesu came out with some upgraded software for it this past week. So I've been working on that, and I'm a long ways from getting the full capabilities out of it. But anyway, we'll keep hacking at it. I guess that's about it from over here. We'll say 73s, turn it back to net control. This is KD4 CCO.
KD4 CCO, KL1ZA. Thanks a lot for checking in tonight, Dallas. For some reason, it feels a lot cooler to me than it should, 55 degrees, but it's probably just the psychological effect of all the wind and stuff. But thanks for checking in tonight, and you have a good day, and we'll say 7-3 for now. This is KL1ZA. For KZS, Gary, how are you doing tonight?
For KZS, returning in with the net. Good evening, Jim, and everyone checking in, doing fairly well. 57 degrees at this time in Piney Flats. Wind still blowing, of course, and we know what it's going to blow in. But anyway, not a lot going on down this way, just more or less trying to get back into my routine of things after the holidays and get my days and stuff straightened back out and pick up and start attending meetings and stuff. Sorry I forgot about the meeting Thursday. Lo and behold, you don't show up at a meeting, you get voted on. So, that's the way that's always went. Anyway, we'll say 73, and God bless to all, and turn it back to net control from N4 KZS.
And for KZS, KL1ZA. Gary, thanks a lot for checking into the net tonight. And yeah, I know how sometimes those meetings can slip your mind. I don't have time to go to any of them lately, unfortunately, and I'd really like to be able to get to them, but I just haven't had the time. But anyway, God bless you too, Gary. Thanks a lot for checking in tonight. You and Pat stay warm when it gets cold. 7-3 for now, KL1ZA. N4XRD, Ralph. Ralph, do you have anything to say out in Chilhowie?
KL1ZA and the Bristol 2-meter net. I say good evening. This is N4XRD, Ralph in Chilhowie, Virginia. I discovered this net just by running a scan on local repeaters. Heard some activity on this repeater a couple days ago, and heard that there was going to be a net tonight, so I thought it would be an opportunity for me to check in. I was kind of surprised that where I am down in a little hollow back here in the sticks, kind of south of Marion actually. Surprised that I can make it to the repeater, but I have an excellent copy on everyone. I'm a new ham. In fact, Dallas KD4CCO was one of my examiners back 10 months ago at a MERS meeting in Abington. So a special thank you to Dallas for everything he does. Also heard N4NT Adam mention about the 10-meter net this coming Friday. I will try to do that. I do have a great interest in HF. Don't know if my antenna will be proper or workable, but I'll sure be listening. So this is N4XRD back here in the 6. Back to you, KL1ZA.
N4XRD, KL1ZA. Ralph, it's really, really good to meet you. I've been with a great bunch of guys. Bristol Amateur Radio Club is a great bunch of guys, too. I try to go to either meeting, MERS or Bristol. With my work schedule, I just don't have time to make it. But you're in with a great bunch of guys, Ralph, and welcome to the net. Join in anytime. It's KL1ZA. Jason, WX4XW, do you have anything for tonight's net?
All right, yes, well, good evening to everybody on the net. This is WX4XW. Enjoying the net this evening. Heard some people I haven't heard in a while, so thank them for checking in. Anyway, doing good here. Just got everything together for the new year, and just trying to play low now for the New Year's Eve parties and stuff. So here we are. Hoping to make it to a club meeting very soon. It's been a while since I've been to a Bristol club meeting. Get out there next time. Back to net, WX4XW.
WX4XW, KL1ZA. Jason, thanks a lot for checking in tonight, and we'll talk to you later, and you stay, don't get blown away out there by the airport. Take care, and 7-3 for now. This is KL1ZA. Okay, at this point, we're at the bottom of our net. Do we have any additional check-ins? Anyone else who'd like to check in? Please call now to the Bristol 2-meter net. This is KL1ZA. Is there anything else for the net before we close?
N4NT.
4NT, go ahead.
I should probably make it a point to do this during my check-in or during the announcement phase, but since we've got a new person checking in there, hopefully you're still listening. This net and most of our nets, and I say most because I may have missed one occasionally for various reasons, is actually being recorded and will be uploaded to YouTube at the conclusion soon after. You can get on YouTube and look us up at Bristol Amateur Radio Club. We also have a Facebook group page. If you're on Facebook, look us up, Bristol Amateur Radio Club. There are a couple of like pages out there. Feel free to like those, but the group page is where the information is at. So just send us a join request. You don't have to be a member of the club to join. information that I'm putting out here is uploaded, as well as a program called NetLogger that we're working the kinks out on, but we've been using a little bit to try to enhance the nets and the participation. And if you're going to check into the 10-meter net later this week, we'll have a session up for that as well. So I just wanted to kind of put those announcements out there for anybody that may be interested. Appreciate you letting me check back in and do that, Jim. 7-3, everybody. This is N4NT.
4NT KL1ZA. Thanks a lot for that addition, Adam. Just in case Ralph didn't know or anyone else didn't know, that's I actually do check in to hear myself again after we're done, just make sure I did it right. So, is there anything else for the net before we close, or any additional late check-ins? Please call.
K4FJW.
K4FJW, go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, one request from me, if anybody has a log they haven't turned in, even if it's one contact from the RIDI contest this past weekend, we need one more log to make it official. AA4DD had enough contacts to cover us in the points, but we need one more log for the club. We have to have 3, we have 2 in. Need one more. I heard WD4JJ Jim mention that he had attempted to work the contest, and Jim, if you're still listening and you have at least one contact, please send it in. K4FJW.
Thanks for that announcement, and if anybody can help him out with that, just send it on in, and the points will matter. So, anything else before we close?
Net Control, please check in Kilo Tango 4, Romeo Sierra, Quebec, Stephen in Bristol. Just in and out tonight. Just walk through the door. Everyone have a good night.
AT4RSQ KL1ZA. Steve, thanks a lot for checking in tonight. You're always welcome here, and it's good to hear you. And anyone else, we've had a great net going tonight, and we're over 20 minutes into it, and I almost don't want to close it down.
Net Control, please check in. KX4 UK, Kilo X-Ray 4, United Kingdom.
X4 UK, this is KL1ZA. How are you doing tonight?
Doing okay. I decided I was going to change out the converter today to a new one and an upgraded one, and spent several hours putting it in, and when I plugged it up and put the power to it, there was a loud pop and a little bit of smoke and a stink, so I ended up taking the whole thing out and putting the old one back in. But other than that, the day wasn't a total waste.
And you are Kilo X-Ray 4 Uniform Kilo, correct?
That's right. Name is Dave, and I'm down here in Bluff City.
Dave, welcome to the net. It's good to hear from you. And it sounds like you may be from the UK.
Absolutely. Yes, I am. I've been in the States about 18 years now, but born and raised in the United Kingdom. Came here in 2000, and liking it so far.
David, that's great. We do this every Tuesday night at 2100 hours local. My call sign is KL1ZA, Kilo Lima 1 Zulu Alpha. I got my call sign in Alaska 13 years ago and kept it when I moved down here 6 years ago. And probably never change it. I like having it, and it makes things a little interesting. So, David, thank you very, very much for checking in tonight. I do appreciate it, and I hope to hear from you further down the line. This is KL1ZA.
Yeah, okay, Jim. Yeah, not a problem. I've been to the Bristol Club a couple of times, and this week we qualified some new hams, which was awesome. So as soon as the government gets their finger out and gets them some call signs, we'll get them checked into your nets as well. But it's good talking to you, my friend. This is KX4 UK.
7-3, David. Have a good night. Do we have any additional check-ins tonight? Since I'm not hearing any additional check-ins or any announcements, I'm going to say that since I've taken over the net, this has been the most check-ins that I've ever had in the time that I've been doing it. Including myself, there have been 15 check-ins. And we're closing the net later and later every night, and that's a good thing. That means we're using it. And I encourage everyone around here to use this repeater as often as possible. It's our repeater, and let's take advantage of it. Anyway, I'm going to call the net at 2126 hours and return the W4UD back to normal amateur use. This is KL1ZA saying 7-3, and good night.